sometimes I don't have words to, describe from where to begin and from where to stop. So I mean, I can go on talking about it and there
Please
won't
go
be an end
ahead.
to it.
Yeah. We have,
So
say, for
it needs
half
a
an
lot
hour.
of patience for the other person to actually sit and
Hmm.
absorb it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So, yeah, it started right from the beginning, I would say, right from childhood.
Yes.
Uh, and it has been, I mean, you know how Babaji is. He's a very tough master, very tough master. He'll make
Yes.
you go through everything,
Hmm.
things that you never imagined in your life. So
Yeah.
I've been through everything, I would say.
Yeah.
The best part is, of course, the experience with him, I would
Hmm.
say. And the experiences are like out of the world. I
Hmm.
mean, it's very difficult to understand.
Hmm.
If you try to understand with the logical mind, you can't.
I understand. Babaji didn't, he had much love, and the logic was on the second place, not on the first place.
I mean, the lessons came from very simple and daily routine work, I would say.
Yes.
It was not like a sermon, huge
Mm-hmm.
jargons and huge, what to say, I mean, concepts. Like
Mm-hmm.
very simple things, very simple experiences,
Hmm.
but profound knowledge, very deep knowledge, which I mean, it's very difficult to put in words and put it down on
Yes.
paper.
Yes, I
Like
agree
if
with
I
that.
start recalling all of it, it will be like a big problem because then we have to continue with the streaming.
No problem. We do it every week. If you have a lot to tell, we are open to hear.
But then you know what? You understand there are a lot of things as a seeker we can't share on public platform.
I think we can share what it's preferable to share what
Beneficial,
people
yeah, for everyone.
can
Yes, of course.
understand. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, of
yes, yes.
course.
This is the whole purpose of the online ashram, to make Babaji's knowledge wider available, and we
Yeah,
can do it in a fair way. We don't need to talk
yeah,
with
right.
yes, just with an open heart.
It is
It's
also
meant.
upon the others who are sitting and listening because if it's, if it's taken in the right spirit, in the right sense, then it's of
Mhm.
use. Else, it also boomerangs for everyone
Yes,
at times.
yes, yes. It's
That's
contagious.
my experience.
It's contagious.
Yeah,
That's good.
so like I'm basically from Bengal, just my
Yes,
introduction. So
yes,
like I'm basically from Bengal.
yes.
So undivided Bengal. My basic roots are from undivided Bengal. Like
Mm,
my ancestors, they lived in Bangladesh.
mm, mm,
So yeah, so we migrated from that part to India, like Kolkata and surrounding areas and all.
mm, mm.
So
West Coast.
so my my oldest memory is from Kolkata,
Mm.
very close to the famous Dakshineshwar temple, if you know, Kali temple,
Ah,
the
the
famous
main Kali
temple,
temple. Yes, yes.
Ramakrishna Paramhansa. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm,
So my memory of my early childhood is from Kolkata,
mm,
just next to the banks of Ganges.
mm.
So it started like that, I would say. I
Nice.
was born in Lucknow. Lucknow is in the northern part of India,
Yes.
and that too is a very well-known place. Lot of
Mm-hmm,
seekers and lot of mystics have come from Lucknow also.
mm-hmm,
So if you know Papaji belonged to Lucknow.
mm. It's somewhere around Nainital, Haldwani, Lucknow.
How I reached here?
No, no,
So I
this
just
look.
started off like the story, like it is just the beginning.
Ah,
So
okay.
that's a very long journey. Then you have to sit for at least few days, if not
Okay.
years.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So so it started from Kolkata, and I used to experience lot of masters right from the beginning,
Hmm.
and I sense there is something. more than what I'm thinking. Larger goal.
Mm.
There is a larger
Mm.
goal to my life.
Mm-hmm.
It started very early, but yeah, being a child, so it was not easy to understand all that. At
Mm.
times we try to think it okay, it's just an imagination, maybe, usually that's what we think. Okay,
Mm.
I mean, maybe it's just an imagination, maybe
Mm.
we're thinking too much.
Mm.
It
Mm.
happens. So but yeah, then I kept processing. It was like of
Mm. Mm.
I will say, okay, you
Mm. Mm.
have so after reaching,
It's probably just a bad signal. Francis, we can't hear you.
We have to get her back. How to do that? On LinkedIn, probably. Oh, probably she's already back. No, not yet. Then meanwhile, I'll read something before Paramita is coming back. We'll read something from Babaji the Infathomable. It's a book from the Haidakhan Babaji and edited by Gertrude Reichel.
yeah, sorry,
Oh, thank you
we
for...
lost the connection. Yeah. So
No problem.
I told my mother for the first time that I hear some message. So
Yes.
she was like, she thought she's gone out of her mind. She is out of her senses. Something is
Mm-hmm.
wrong with her. But
Mm-hmm.
she knew I was little different. I was not like any other kid. So
Mm.
so she said, okay, that's really nice. But what's the work? Then I said, I don't know what's the work. I really don't know what's the work, but there is a very important work that I need to do.
Mm.
That was it. Then
Mm.
uh, then I had lot of experiences of other masters coming in, and one after the other. If you know about Sai Baba, I mean, he was like a Sufi saint. So I had lot of
Mm-hmm.
experience of Sai Baba, Shirdi Sai Baba.
Mm-hmm.
Then, Amma. Have you heard of Amma?
Amaya, yes,
So,
the woman
Mata
who
Amrita
likes to
Anandamayi, yeah.
hug.
Yeah, the hugging
She likes
saint.
to
Yeah,
hug
yeah,
everyone. Yes, the hugging saint, yes.
that's a way
I've
of
heard of you.
expressing love. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But in India, that is not, that easy because that doesn't come naturally.
Ha, ha,
But
ha.
yeah, she used
And
to hug everyone. So
yeah.
then Sai Baba took me to Amma. So it was a gradual, like step by step. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but Baba was all the time with me, but in a different way, which in a very invisible way, but
Mm.
throughout guiding me, protecting me from different things. Uh, like once there was one experience I would like to quote.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a non-vegetarian at that point. Now I'm a vegetarian. So there are a lot of
Mm-hmm.
changes that have occurred.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, I used to have chicken and all. So I was having a chicken Frankie, a roll,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard a voice saying, "Just look, look up, just look up, and just look in front." So I was like, "What is in front?" So the moment I checked, there was a huge piece of glass inside the roll, and
Mm-hmm.
several other pieces lying in that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had just one bite, I would have gone.
Mm-hmm.
So so I thought, who is this? Whose voice was that? Because there was nobody close sitting near to me. So it's
Mm-hmm.
something very strange. I mean, as if God is all the time talking to you and aiding you in all your activities, your life.
Mm-hmm.
So it carried on, and that was prior to my marriage. Then after my marriage, there were a lot of personal issues, and I had to separate from my partner, like my husband. I had
Mm-hmm.
my son, and then I again started coming back to my sector. There was a
Mm-hmm.
long career gap in between. So that was a very a time of struggle, a lot of trials and lot of pain and trauma, whatever you call. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at that point, I had forgotten about my dream of starting a NGO and anything of that. But yeah, there was a wish that still was there somewhere in my heart that someday I'll do it. But when I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So after passing through a lot of experiences, like I met Amma, and of course she initiated me. So that ways, Amma is my guru. Baba is like Param Guru or whatever you say.
Mm-hmm.
Param Guru means like the supreme master, uh, masters of the master, whatever we say. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pair masters. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what we say about Baba. So then
Yes.
I had a lot of experience of Jesus Christ, and that was something
Mm-hmm.
very strange because I never prayed to Jesus except in school times when I was studying in convents. So
Mm-hmm.
so after experiencing Jesus, I was like startled because it was something strange because I never called him, but I remember I had once seeked his guidance when I was passing through a very rough time.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I had experience of Jesus, like he was supporting me in fighting lot of negative energy or whatever you say. Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so he helped me overcome that phase, I would say. And
Mm-hmm.
Baba actually helped me in having that experience with Jesus Christ. And so that was something very out of the world because once I saw Jesus standing just right in front of me. So it was like
Mm-hmm.
I felt I have died and I've gone to heaven, and
Mm-hmm.
Jesus is standing just before me. So it
Mm-hmm.
was that kind of experience.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much to it. Like I can keep on narrating. Like if I go into details, it will be like for days and months if I describe each of the experience in details. So after that, I think all the lot of negative energies were troubling me. Now, whatever you like to call it. So I felt ever since I got close to God, I was also facing a lot of negative energies. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
you the brightest time is just before the dawn. I mean, the darkest time is just before the dawn. So it's like that. So when the light appears, just before that, there is a lot of darkness. So it was like that kind of a phase. So after that, things started settling down, and Baba asked me that you should move to Himalayas. So I mean, now it's time for you to leave. Pack up your bags. Now let's leave. So I was like, leave and go where? So it was like, and there are no jobs in Himalayas, truly speaking. There are a lot of job offers in Bombay and other cities in Bangalore, Bombay, and Chennai, Delhi, even Delhi and other cities nearby Delhi. So there are a lot of opportunities there, but in Himalayas, you don't have much opportunities. So I was like, Baba, what will I do there? How will I survive? So then I said, now since you have called me, then I don't have any other way, but I have to leave. So I'll manage, I'll do something. Let's see what happens. So I started applying for jobs. And luckily I got a decent job in Almora. You know about Almora? There's a city called Almora. So yeah, so Baba fixed a job for me at Almora. And my grandmother was saying, what are you going to do there? There is nothing over there. You're losing out on opportunities. You have so many opportunities over here and you're going there. So I told her that Baba has called me. It's a call. I have to go. And I have a job within 15 days. And you won't believe it was before 15 days I got the call. And it was confirmed immediately. So when I was already sitting in the train for Himalayas, just after COVID got over, so the letter was already there. I was in the train and checking the mails. It was already there. So my grandmom was shocked that, okay, I mean, then she was convinced that, yeah, there is something that is happening. So let her go and explore. She said, don't stop her. She told others not to stop. So, so I left. I worked for 2.5 years in an organization called Shrishti that is based in Himalayas. The main office is in Delhi, New Delhi. They work in the Himalayas basically for education and livelihoods. So, so I was working for Central Square Foundation. That's basically a sister concern of Bill Gates Foundation. So they were basically supporting school education through edtech, through tab-based education, tab and apps. So post-COVID, lot of other things have been, tried out. So that was the experience. In fact, Baba wanted me to have that experience of Himalayas before I start off with this work. So it was like a orientation.
Yeah.
Completely planned out. Yeah, completely planned out. So it was not me. He was doing it throughout. So then after 2 years, he said, I was decorating my house and all. So he said, just stop it. I heard him saying, stop it. Do it in the other house. I said, no, I'm not going anywhere else. So I was like shocked again, shifting. How many times should I shift?
You're like a gypsy.
Yeah, I'm like a gypsy. Yeah, you're right.
It's normal for Babaji devotees. Many of them are gypsies.
He's all the time making me move from one place
me
to
too.
another, all the time. So
Tell us something. We all have this experience.
So he said, stop decorating this house. You'll get that chance in the other one. I said, no one, not the other one, this one. I'm not leaving Almora at all because I fell in love with that place. It is such a lovely place. The energy is so good. I mean, I
Almora?
can't, it's so good in Almora, yes.
There's
I
water,
mean, if you
lakes
want
there,
your
yes?
meditation to be really good, you should visit Almora. Yeah, of course.
I think it's before
Because
Nainital, yes? Almora is before Nainital?
It is beyond Nainital, beyond Kanchi. Kanchi is Neem Baba's ashram. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, he took me around all of these places before settling me down at Haidakhan. So yeah. At
Okay.
Almora, my experience was if you are aware of all the chakras, the meditation chakras, the
Yeah.
power centers in the body. So at Almora, you don't have to do much. You just have to go there and just sit down calmly. That's all. Your energy will automatically start, rising.
So
It's like
probably
that. That's what I sensed. That's my experience. Yeah.
it's an old yogic place. It must have been
Yeah,
a
yeah,
place
yeah.
for many,
Even
many.
Jewish community visits at Kasar Devi. Yeah.
Okay.
Very close to Almora, Kasar Devi.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice to hear.
Because a lot of hippies used to visit. If you check out on Google, lot of hippies used to visit Kasari, and basically for meditation. And even now, Jewish visits. The Jewish people visit Kasar Devi, and they celebrate their New Year over Kasar. I mean, there at Kasar Devi. So I met a few of them when I was at Kasar Devi. So, and strangely, my office was at Kasar Devi. Can you imagine? My office was at Kasar Devi, right at Kasar Devi. So Baba placed me just at the right places at the right time. So
It's a
yeah,
good place
I
to
used to
be.
spend some time. Pardon? Can
It's a
you just
good place
repeat?
to be.
Yeah. The mountains are right there. You can see the snow mountains right there, and you're sitting and doing your office work.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that was a different experience. Yeah. Then I left for Haldwani. You know Haldwani.
Yes.
So I was not in a mood to come to settle down at Haldwani at all. Baba knows that well.
Yeah,
I was
Haldwani is a busy city today, yes?
busy city
Very
and
busy
very
city.
polluted, very hot
Polluted,
and
yes.
polluted city.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to. There was no other way. So when I was leaving Gujarat is in the western part of India, if you're aware. So when I left my home, so my parents are in Gujarat at the moment. They are not in Bengal anymore. So most of my relatives are outside. Either they are outside of Bengal or they are abroad. All of them. Even my brother is in London. He stays at Oxford.
He's studying
So
or teaching?
no, he's basically engineer. He's working for an Indian MNC.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was sales director earlier. Now he's accounts director with that company. Yeah, in England. So so finally I shifted to Haldwani. So in the past 3 years, I've shifted 4 times. Sorry, 3 times. So 1 year in one city. So finally at
Congratulations.
Haldwani. Yeah. So before I left for Haidakhan and Himalayas, Raghavendra, you know Raghavendra?
From
Yeah,
India?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Raghavendra.
Not. Maybe
Raghavendra,
I
who
know
was
him.
the manager, previous
Yes.
manager of Haidakhan. Yeah.
Yes.
So Haidakhan Ashram. So he had got in touch with me. So in fact, I got in touch with him. So I wanted to know more about Baba because I started experiencing many things about Baba. So then I started interacting with all the people connected to Haidakhan Samaj, the community, Haidakhan community, Indian as well as the Western devotees. So then I saw that all that I was experiencing was basically because Baba was communicating with me. He was giving me these messages right from childhood. So I could relate with all that experiences, whatever occurred. I usually don't reveal all these things to anyone, and I don't know why I'm doing this today. So it's like I'm amazed, like how I'm just,
Thank
pouring
you.
out.
That's good. People have to
Yeah,
hear
it's good.
about.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
often
because you don't
telling,
get people of the similar kinds, It's not so
yeah,
easy.
this is exactly the purpose of the online
It's
ashram,
not so
that
easy to find.
that we learn people to
So,
communicate with Babaji.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can communicate
So,
anytime with Babaji.
yeah, of course. That's the purpose. And in fact, I had no clue while I was clicking the button for the speaker that this is for the speaker because I just wanted to be a listener, nothing else.
Okay.
So it was Baba's wish because he wanted me to reveal all this. So
Of
yeah,
course.
it was a strange coincidence.
You, you are a living book, and we like living books more than just books. This we can always read when we have nothing left.
Yeah.
But it's
So
very nice to have you here. Continue your
yeah.
experiences and your
So
talk.
yeah, after reaching, I reached Haidakhan on 29th of April. After
This year?
packing up everything from no, in between I shared the experience of Almora and all, but yeah, the date I reached was 29th of April 2022.
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it was right after Navratri. So a lot of Western devotees had already left by the time. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, few of them were still there. So
Mm-hmm.
I could meet a few of them, and they were the next visit was at Rani Khet in
Mm-hmm.
September, and at Chinyanola
Mm-hmm.
Ashram. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there I met few more. So, but yeah, what I experienced is people have a feeling that Baba won't return back. That's my experience with my interactions and all with everyone. They have a feeling Baba is not coming back.
I don't
So
have that feeling. I have the feeling he's coming back. He's waiting for the right time. I also have the
yeah. You got it. You got it. Yes, yes.
yeah.
So you said it. What I was about to say. He's already
Please.
there, but he's still not
Yeah.
willing to come in the public. Yeah.
He's hiding. He's hiding and waiting for the
He's
right
hiding.
moment.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
hiding, of course.
Yeah.
He's already there, but he's hiding. But the
Yeah.
signs are all over. The signs of
Mm.
his appearance are all over. You can see that the kind of war,
Yes. Yes.
the kind of
Yes.
flooding, global flooding that is happening.
Yes. 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 Yes.
If you
Yes.
can check, there was in September, there were
Mm-hmm.
around 12 countries were flooded
Mm.
simultaneously.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
because the water level has gone up.
Mm.
Ocean has risen. That's a problem
Mm.
for us.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Baba kept giving me such messages for many years. So like I've never
Mm.
been active on LinkedIn, truly speaking. Only for work. Except for work, I was not that active on LinkedIn. I
Mm.
I got active after I started this work because I
Mm.
have to reach out to people. So yeah. Else I was more active on Facebook, but you can go through a lot of posts on Facebook where I've written that Baba has returned, and these are the signs or whatever messages he has given me. So but
Mm.
yeah, on LinkedIn you can't share such things. That's a problem.
No,
So
you can
yeah,
share.
it's
You
just for
can.
people who would like to read and would like to know.
Yeah.
So it's there on Facebook.
Mm.
But yeah, besides that, I've never revealed it. There are a lot of things I still can't reveal, truly speaking, because the time has not appeared. Yeah. So I'm still waiting for the right time. So in fact, I won't have to say anything. He will himself reveal whatever is required.
Exactly.
Even I won't have to say anything at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. So then Raghavendra approached me when I was about to leave, and he said, "The women in this location, they are really backward. They don't know anything, and they have their small groups, small savings groups. So that is all registered with the government of India, and they need lot of assistance and all. So can you help them out, because you are a professional social worker?" So I said, I can, but then come and see how location, what's the, I mean, condition. I need to study all of that, and then I can think of it. But I don't know anything of Uttarakhand at this point. So I have to first gain some experience, and then I can commit that, yeah, okay, I'll come and help them out. So it took me around 2.5 years. Then finally in December, I told Raghavendra that, okay, I'm coming. So I decided to quit my job. So I left my job. My boss wanted me to shift to Delhi. So I said, I'm not going to Delhi. Then she said, why did you come here then? So I was like, I can't tell you why did I come here. She was surprised that why I'm saying no to the promotion. She was giving me a promotion and hike. But of course, there were a lot of other opportunities. Just before I started the work, there was a offer for CSR head. I mean, CSR is corporate social responsibility. So there was a company MD who called up and he wanted me to lead that entire, CSR work. So, but then I said no to him. Even he was surprised, like why I'm saying no to this offer, because nobody will say no to such an offer after waiting for so many years and slogging for so many years. So it was like, I mean, the top boss, but yeah, the level of top boss. But then I said, I've already decided something, so sorry. So I declined the job. And he was like surprised, why is she saying no? Because no one will say no to it. So I said, I have started my own. So he said, but I would like to see you someday. So I said, okay, sure. So that was from Gujarat. So till the time I was in Gujarat, I didn't get a right offer. And finally decided to move to Uttarakhand. And Baba too had called. So, it was all basically his will. So I could come here. Otherwise, I would have been there. So the offer came after I left Gujarat. So I said, sir, I've already started a new journey, so I can't. So I hope you're understanding my English, because my English is quite different from I
No,
mean,
your English is good. You can
okay.
understand her. You can understand Paramita, Ilona?
We understand everything. Yeah,
Yeah, it's all right.
very
Okay,
good.
that's good. That's good. May I know your name, please?
My name is Ilona.
Okay. I think I saw you on LinkedIn. Yeah, that day. You liked that post, yeah,
Yeah.
for the ashram, yeah.
Ilona is
Okay.
helping the ashram in Poland. She's
Okay.
living in Wales, but she's originally
Okay.
from Poland and is so kind
Okay.
to help here. There's a lot of, in the ashrams, there's a lot of development work. And
Yeah.
it needs attention, and Ilona is so
Yeah,
kind
of
to
course. The
assist all
ashram
the
is
time.
beautiful. I saw the pictures. It's really beautiful.
Mm.
Ashram in Poland, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing
So,
your story. It's great to know that there are more of us and
yeah,
then we don't
so
feel
then
that
after
crazy.
Raghavendra called, yeah, okay, yeah, please. Yeah, so sorry for interrupting. Yeah.
Oh no, that's all I said. Is I'm grateful for you sharing your story because it's great to know there are more of us, so then we don't feel that crazy.
Yeah, so that we are on the path. Yeah, we continue on the path. Yeah, of course. We have to, because he is waiting for us.
Exactly.
He's just waiting for the right time, and yeah,
Mm.
there will be a call for all of us.
Yes. We are
So
Yeah, it's
preparing.
yeah,
crazy.
so then I started
Like,
this work. I came to Haidakhan again after 2.5 years. After telling Raghavendra that I have to take some time for this, I need some time. So I came back on December 10th, 2023. So this is 24. So
Mm.
it's almost a year now.
Mm.
In December, it will be 1 year.
Mm.
So yeah. So the day I came here, I was I was passing through some again a personal uh, bad phase, personal life, whatever. So I was very low, and yeah, Baba was again testing me whether she goes or not. So I packed up my bags and I said, I'm leaving. Whatever happens, it's up to you. I'm leaving. I'm going to
Mm.
Haidakhan. So I
Mm.
just left. And I didn't know there was a man eater. There was a tigress. She was going around at
Huh.
that time.
Mm.
So,
a real
so the
tiger.
driver, yeah,
Oh
a man
dear.
eater,
Mhm.
a
Mhm.
tigress. So there is someone behind.
Yeah, we're having renovations done to the house. If the music was
Okay,
ever too loud in the background, because they have some radio, and
okay,
just let us know. I'll mute my mic.
right, okay. So that day I had no clue. I was just walking down. The cab driver said, "We can't take you ahead. We have to go back." I said, "Why?" So he said, "Ma'am, it's getting so late. It's almost dark." So
Mm.
so he left me just at the at the what to say, that twist, the turn where we take a turn towards Haidakhan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There is a board of Haidakhan Ashram there.
Mm. Mm.
So he left me there, and I was walking, and I told myself, it's okay, even Baba used to walk like this. So even I
Mhm.
can walk. I was trying to muster some courage
Mm.
because he didn't tell me the tigress is around. So, but yeah, I got the feeling that there is something wrong over here. That
Mm.
gut sense, there is something wrong. Why
Mm.
did he leave like this suddenly?
Mm.
And
Yeah,
then,
there is a sense of protection you get from being guided like this, but then it's like, how far can I
yeah.
push it?
So no, I was trying to motivate myself. It's okay if Baba can walk in the jungle without anything. So even I can walk.
Mm.
That's okay, I'll walk. So yeah, then then there was a guy, he was coming with his wife on a scooter or a bike. So he just stopped by and he said, "Ma'am, can I help you out?" I said, "Yeah, sure." Then I said, "Why you're leaving your wife?" He said, he told his wife to stand at that turn, and he took me and he dropped me at the ashram. And I mean, I was telling him, don't take this risk. So he told me, you don't know what has happened. Then he told me everything, that there was a tigress around.
Mm.
Then I said, then why did you risk your wife? My God.
Wow, that's crazy. The first
Mm.
time I moved to Wales to UK as well, there was a lynx out on loose from the zoo, and I didn't know about it either. And then you find out after, it's like, oh my gosh, you're so lucky, you survived.
You escaped narrowly. Yeah. So yeah, same for me. So then I came to know Dr. Lal was also there 3 days back, and they were also quite worried about that tigress going around. So, and the tigress was around the school, the school campus, small school, the
Ah.
primary school
Yeah.
at Haidakhan.
Yeah.
So the kids were also asked to take a leave. They were on a leave. So when I reached, the ladies were like, "Ma'am, why did you come now?" I mean, I said, "Why?" Then they told me everything.
Mm.
Like 3 ladies were actually eaten by the tigress. So my God, yeah. So,
Mm.
and it's a regular occurrence in Himalayas. It's like animal attack or this kind of leopard attack or tigress attack is very common.
Oh
Right
wow.
from the time
So
of Jim Corbett, right from the time of Babaji. so, but yeah, it has increased now. Can you imagine like what is the reason behind it? Can you think of it? The reason of attacks
I
increasing?
think Muniraj told me that in the past he would hunt tigers, and they would have day and night guards in the ashrams and also in villages. This was
Okay,
in Raniket. But I think
okay,
this kind of vigilance has kind of come to the background. It was an obvious reason because these accidents with tigers, it happened all the time. That they would take at least an animal, and if they take people, it's worse. But
yeah.
I think people have forgotten to hunt. Muniraj had a rifle, but he also had courage. He said he told me that he had encountered tigers also without weapons, and he said if you don't have a weapon, you
My
look them
God.
in the eyes. You look them in the
But
eyes.
the reasons are different. Reasons are because they don't find uh, they don't
Animals.
find I mean because there is no buffer zone between the residential places where the human are staying, and
Mm-hmm.
there is no buffer zone between the forest and the cities. There
Mm-hmm.
needs to be a buffer zone, a place where it's an empty space. But that
Mm-hmm.
buffer zone
yeah.
is like man has gone into it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
encroached,
Mm-hmm.
encroached the space of the animals. So that's why you don't. Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Bole Baba ki
Yeah.
jai. Yeah,
Bole Baba ki
yeah.
jai.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
Continue.
I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah.
It's William.
So
William from
Yeah.
the Sadasivadam Ashram in Holland.
okay,
Baskayanand.
okay. Is it his initiated name?
Bhaskar Nant is initiated name from Muniraj.
Okay, okay. Okay, so yeah, I was narrating about my experience of coming to Haidakhan and how I reached Haidakhan. So, is there a recording for this?
Yes, there's a recording.
Okay, maybe then he can see the recording later on.
Yeah.
Then it's
Yeah,
fine.
we're alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I'm a little bit late, I
So,
noticed.
but something, then uh, this part of the story, the spiritual side, I usually never reveal because you know how the sector is, the non-profit
Mm-hmm.
sector. It's
Mm-hmm.
totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we don't discuss such things, God, and yeah, compassion is of course discussed. We discuss about compassion, love, and all those things, but not about God exactly.
Yeah, but on
Don't
the
go into
online
that. Yeah.
ashram,
So
the
yeah,
God
so
is
we
not
can
a
discuss.
stranger.
We
It's
can
not a.
discuss this.
He's not a stranger at our place.
Right, right, right. So yeah, when I reached, I met the woman of the village. Raghavendra introduced me all to all the village women.
Mm-hmm.
So that the meeting was in December. I don't remember the date now. Of course, there were around 20 of them, 25. The
Mm-hmm.
next meeting was 40 women were there
Mm-hmm.
who gathered for the meeting. And they said that we want to start something related to skilling and livelihoods, income generation work. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't know anything about this place. So you have to suggest what you want because I have to study this place and I have to be here because if I plan out, then it won't be right because it should come from the community. So yeah, then they suggested we want to start with sewing activity. Like we want to do something related to stitching and sewing
Mm-hmm.
because all of them had machines in their homes, but they
Mm-hmm.
have never touched the machines. So
Okay.
it's like, they had it, but they never used it because there
Mm-hmm.
was nobody to teach them.
Mm-hmm.
So traditionally the occupation is agriculture,
Mm-hmm.
but since due to climate change and all the other reasons, even agriculture has gone down. So you know
Mm-hmm.
everything comes from Haldwani. Everything comes from Haldwani.
Mm.
Like
So
everything,
no,
each and everything. You have to get it
nobody's.
from the other city. The city, yeah. So
Ah.
nothing comes from, except for few things, everything is from Haldwani.
Mm,
Like
mm,
potatoes, onion, and these some
mm,
vegetables
mm,
are grown there.
mm-hmm.
Besides that, everything is from the city.
Mm.
So although they have so much of land, they are not they are not able to
Water.
grow. Yeah, they're
Water
not
is
able to
close.
grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, water is not that much like before. Yeah,
Mm,
water was at some point it was good. Raghavendra said we couldn't recharge the traditional water mechanisms.
mm,
uh, they had that some recharge techniques which
mm-hmm.
they used to do traditionally, so that has not taken place since many years, so
Oh.
their water depletion is there. So he was saying there was a organization working for
Mm-hmm.
water conservation and all these things, but
Mm-hmm.
they also left after a point. So
Mm,
many things are pending and lot of things needs to be done, but we started off with silai or
mm,
sewing. We say silai in Hindi,
mm,
in Indian language, silai.
mm,
So
mm-hmm.
it's similar, sewing and silai. So
Yeah.
yeah, so stitching. So
Stitching.
but the problem is with all these women, they are overburdened with lot of work
They
and they have to
do.
travel a lot. You know how
Mm,
the place is. There is no mode of transport. They have to
mm,
walk down a lot of
mm, mm-hmm.
distance.
Mm-hmm.
So even for coming to the center is just next to Haidakhan
Mm-hmm.
Ashram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I went around the village for 4 days
Mm-hmm.
before finalizing the location where I will settle down.
Mm.
So I went to Gaur Hari. Gaur Hari, you must be knowing about Gaur Hari.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I went to Gaur Hari and Gaur Hari ji, in fact, sorry. So yeah, because when I'm talking to a Western crowd, it's little difficult to
Mm.
keep all these, little Indian etiquettes and gestures to,
Mm-hmm.
be a
Yeah,
part of
first
the
time I had a
conversation.
video conference with someone. I didn't understand when they were shaking the head like this. I didn't understand what it meant, but I think we're doing good. Uh, yes,
So
that one. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
is that
yeah.
disagreeing or agreeing? But now I know.
So
So,
Gaur
is
Hari
that
ji
where you
is
are
like
now?
like a respectful way of calling someone, like sir or something like that. Sir, so and so, whatever, like in Western
Mm. Mm-hmm.
language,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
say
yeah.
sir to somebody. Yeah.
Mm.
So there's somebody else also joining.
No, it's only a picture of Babaji.
Babaji.
Baba.
Babaji is joining.
He is all the time there.
So, is that where you are now in Haldwani?
So yeah, right now I'm at Haldwani. So then I started the work, and I started at Homestay. If you know Basant's Homestay
uh,
is just next to the
no.
ashram. So Basant,
No.
let me tell you about Basant.
Mm.
So
Please.
Basant ji is like, I mean, his house. It's a typical mountain house, pahadi house. We
Yes.
say
Mm-hmm.
pahadi house. It's almost 100 years old. So it
Mm-hmm.
has also a history to it.
Mm-hmm.
Even I didn't know when I started working there.
Mm-hmm.
So after going around the village and even meeting Gaur Hari, we couldn't find out a place. He was telling me you should take help of the village head, but there was some problem with that. So I decided not to go ahead with that. So
Mm.
I told Gaur Hari that didn't work out. So then I finally settled at Basant's homestay. There he showed me 5 to 6 rooms. While passing through all the rooms, the first room that I saw, I said, I want this. I didn't know the history of that room. He said later on that Baba used to stay in this room. You know that? I said, no, I don't know that. So Baba used to stay in that room. In fact, 2 avatars of Baba lived in that room. So you understand, like, I finally settled at the right place, just at the right time.
I wish it will be to your liking and you will stay there for long if you choose. Because of all the moving you've had in the past.
Yeah, so like
a lot of us.
even the place where I conducted the puja before starting the work on 14th of Feb, finally we decided to start the work on 14th of Feb. I got all the machines and all the stuff for starting the work. So all the logistical part took around 1.5 months for me because I was staying at Bhimtal. That was 4 or 5 hours away from Haidakhan. So I was traveling from that place to Haidakhan, and I was bringing all the stuff to start off, settle the setup, make a setup for the training room or the training, whatever you say, a center. So yeah, so it took me around 2 months to settle it. So then after that, uh, then I called the the priest of the temple, Haidakhan temple, to conduct a worship, a puja, on the day of Baba's Mahasamadhi, 14th of Feb. So the strange thing is, the day I arrived on 10th of December, I had a vision of Goddess Saraswati. You know Goddess Saraswati? Goddess of wisdom, or whatever
Goddess
you
of
call,
wisdom,
like, yeah.
yes.
So I had a vision of Goddess Saraswati, and I was wondering, I never had any inclination for Goddess Saraswati. Yeah, Goddess Durga and Parvati, of course, or Hadakhandi Ma, yeah, of course. So, but yeah, not for Goddess Saraswati. So I was wondering why Goddess Saraswati in my vision. So I was at the ashram that day. And 14th of Feb was Goddess Saraswati's worship day. Can you imagine? You can check the calendar. Yeah, Valentine's Day, Baba's Mahasamadhi Day, and Saraswati Day. All three
all
things
coming
together. All
Nice.
three together, yeah.
I didn't know.
And just, yeah, all these are synchronities that are, matching.
Yeah.
Synchronization of all the, events. So
But
I was like stunned. Yeah.
it's a lunar day or Sunday. Maybe William can. It means it repeats every year on the 14th. This or
No,
is
no,
it,
no.
it's
It comes
moving,
on
yes?
different days. It comes on different days. Yeah, you
It's
got
on
it.
moving. Yeah.
So it changes, yeah. So that day was surprisingly
Coincidence.
Goddess Saraswati's day. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, why did she come? Because then I thought, yeah, it's about learning, it's about skilling, so it's about development. So it is naturally about learning. So yeah, that's why she's there. So yeah, so I could sense in that sense. But now I've started to understand that why she came. So but it took me a while to understand, yeah. So then the strange thing is, just before I left Bhimtal and shifted to Haldwani, I had bought a huge picture of Goddess Saraswati. Just I went to Amazon and I clicked it and I bought it. I have no clue why did I do that, but yeah, it happened. Then I was wondering, why did I buy this Baba? For what? Because I had no clue of what is coming. But yeah, then I felt like I need to buy that for some reason. So then, yeah, when the center started off, I placed her right at the same place where Baba used to do the Havan in the room. So Baba used to do the havan at the same place where Goddess Saraswati is sitting right now in the center, training
So
center.
good.
So
So
yeah,
Saraswati is joining your mission. Is
yeah,
helping
yeah,
your
of course.
mission. Yeah, nice.
Teaching
Nice.
them or making them learn new things. So yeah,
Is it
skilling,
okay to ask a
knowledge,
question?
everything. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Perhaps my signal wasn't good enough, or I didn't join early
I
enough.
can hear you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's clear. Yeah.
I just wondering if you could share with us the essence of. Did you say you're working for NGO now? What does it do?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've
What do you
started.
do?
I've registered the trust. Yeah, it was registered. Yeah, yeah. The
Would love to hear
NGO.
that.
Yeah, I can share the details with you if you want. You can send me the mail, or I mean, then I can share all the details. So, like, yeah, just to sum up whatever the work that we have done till now, I have noted down a few things. Although I was not, because Francis told me no preparation required, so I was okay, fine, no preparations. I'll just go, I mean, with the flow. So I won't prepare much. So, but yeah, still I noted down a few points. So, yeah. So the name of the trust is New Age Learning Foundation. New Age Learning Foundation, it was like I was not sure with the name. And you must be knowing there are a lot of Baba devotees posting lot of posts about Baba's quotes and messages on Facebook. So the day I decided this name, I wasn't sure. So, and the strange thing is that same day there was a post by Achala. You know Achala? Herakhandi Achala, I think. Yeah, Achala. So Achala is a good friend. She posted about Baba's message that I am here for a new age. I'm here to create a new age for a new way of living. Yeah, yeah, she already got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the one. Yeah. This is, I mean, we have to update this. This is
Lovely.
just a basic. Yeah, yeah. Of course, we will update this. So, yeah, you can scroll it down. Yeah, you can scroll it down. So, yeah, the two meetings, and there was a competition for students and all. So, drawing competition, just to understand the artistic aptitude of the children over there. So, what we understood is nothing has taken place. I mean, they don't know much. In fact, the teacher told me directly that if you can conduct some, activities, extracurricular activities, other than what is going on, because the kids don't have exposure of all this. So that was the second meeting. You can see the picture, the woman sitting there with me. Yeah, my face is not visible there. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, actually the pictures are not moving. In fact, so yeah. Okay. So so you can see that picture of all the women are sitting there. Yeah. That is, there was a workshop at Haldwani for stitching. So I used to take a trainer from Bhimtal to Haidakhan, and she was not willing to come to Haidakhan. She said, we don't go to such remote places. Can you imagine? Being in India, being in Uttarakhand, they don't want to go to Haidakhan. So I had to really give her a good sum of money to convince her. So she was ready after that. Then she started coming and training the woman. So yeah, they did a course of 6 months of basic swing, and now they are basically developing lot of stuff after learning the basic foundational course. They are into product development at this point. Product development, like a lot of sampling and all. They are exploring lot of things with fabric, different kind of fabric. So then I had a thought of like, having a digital literacy course or program. So I said, Baba, I know computers well, but I can't be a trainer for computers. So I need somebody for computers. And can you imagine that morning I was sitting and thinking, by noon there was a guy at the homestay, and the lady, the owner of the homestay, she said, Ma'am, there is someone there. I said, who is he? She said he's a computer engineer from Bangalore. So I was like, oh my God. So, like, he already appeared, and I didn't know the story. He told me later on, Baba told me to go and work. So he was at that, that tree. You can see the tree at Gautami Ganga. So he had gone to the tree and he sat down and he meditated. And Baba told him to go and work. So then he didn't know what he meant exactly. Then he landed up at the homestay because he was not getting the right kind of food. He was not staying at the ashram. He was staying outside. Initially at the ashram, and there is limit of 3 days. You can't stay beyond 3 days. Then you need to take a special permission or something. So he was staying outside, but he was not getting the right kind of food. So he came for food to that homestay. And I said, I'm not going to approach him. She said, why don't you ask him for the computer program? So I said, no, if Baba has sent him, he will come to me automatically. And can you imagine? He came automatically and he asked me, ma'am, what are you doing? The same
Wow, this
day
is
he
so
came and he asked.
inspiring. When you have the right
Yeah,
intention, the right people and tools appear in your way.
yeah. Of course, it happens. So,
You can probably see the difference in the village already from maybe when William and Francis were there last time and now.
okay. Which village?
Haidakhan.
Poland? In Poland? At
Uh,
Haidakhan?
yeah,
Okay. Change in William and Francis or in Haidakhan?
in Haidakhan.
I can't say
From
that
what
because
you've
then
been
I need to know what happened exactly.
from your work, I'm sure you can see the fruit of your work
Okay,
already.
yeah. Of course, there was. I mean, the first meeting was my driver was saying, "Ma'am, have you gone mad? Look at these women. They are not even saying a word. You're going to work with these women?" So he was like, "Ma'am, you're wasting your time and money and lot of energy." So only one girl was saying, "Yes, ma'am, we'll do it." And today
That's
she is
not a
the
nice thing
program
to say.
manager. Yeah, she's the program manager with us. So
You
yeah,
need a lot of
she-
stamina and perseverance to push that forward.
Very
yeah,
good.
yeah,
And how was the story with this computer man? Monk.
yeah. The computer man. He was there for 4 months. He came with his girlfriend actually. This actual story came out later on. Baba gets people, in different ways. I mean, there are so many mediums who actually, bring them to us, or they get connected with the mission or with the work. So there are various ways of happening. So not just one way. So somebody comes for, of course, for meditation, healing. Somebody is coming for some other reason. Yeah, girlfriend is going. So okay, let me go with her. Okay, so yeah. So he had I think a Western girlfriend. I saw her, a Indian man. So he was there with his girlfriend, but yeah, he was very sad and something like after coming to Haidakhan, he said we were detached. Something strange occurred. I said, why detached? So I think, yeah, that is a place where you get detached from everything and you're focused on the mission. So, so yeah, then he said everything was fine with us. But the moment we came to Haidakhan, she stopped talking to me. So I said, maybe because Baba wants you to do some work. Now focus on something more productive, more constructive. So yeah, then he was there. He helped us in that program. We initiated that small, whatever you say, computer program. The first batch of Haidakhan, computer literate youth, around 20 of them. 2 to 3 of them were from the ashram itself, Haidakhan ashram. They joined us. They said, we want to brush up our computer skills. I said, okay, you can join. So like they joined us. So, and he was very happy with the course. So he said, ma'am, I had lot of doubts. Now, yeah, it's easier to work for the ashram now. So yeah, it went on well. But then I didn't know he had other plans. He said, I want to be a businessman. So I want to start something of my own. I'm going back to Bangalore. So he went back to Bangalore in September. Although I really didn't want him to leave because I was feeling that, okay, there is somebody there. If I'm not there, at least, there is somebody to, carry on. He's there, right there at Haidakhan. So I don't have to appoint anyone. So then, everything has a reason. Nothing is without a reason. Because when he left, then I started thinking of alternatives. Else, I wouldn't have thought of community leadership and having those girls as leaders. So yeah, now the girls have become leaders. 3 of them are like they are leading the work. Yeah. Yeah, so the girls were like
Wow.
excited because they never had this idea or the dream of becoming a professional or working like that in the community. So then I felt because there are no, besides Babaji, there is no role model in the community. So I felt they really lack that. uh, they need some role models, some live role models who will lead the community. So that's the reason I thought of hiring them. Of course, they are not full-time employees, they are part-time employees at the moment. They are coming for like 5 to 6 hours in a day, 5 hours in fact, 5 hours. Two girls are from a neighboring village. They walk down around 3 to 4 kilometers every day, in fact more than that. And they were teaching in the school after got they cleared that computer course. So now they are computer literate and they are also training others. So we have developed a team of trainers. So it's like now we have a team of trainers who can train others. So it's a next level. We have started with the next level. Earlier it was like we had to hire somebody from outside. So now we have at least few people who can train the others in the community and in the school also. So that is the best part of it. Although he left, but yeah, he did some good work before leaving. So I'm thankful to him. Yeah. So now the overall, I would say that's four major things that has occurred after I started this work. One is, of course, these people had no idea of NGO work, of how the NGOs work, no exposure to the outside world. So yeah, slowly they have started getting this exposure. Besides the exposure to the Western community, whatever like exposure they had. So yeah, so I think they don't have exposure of their own country.
Maybe they can join our meeting next time.
Yeah, sure. You're welcome. Most welcome. So yeah, the four main work that focus areas are skilling and mentoring the youth, skilling and mentoring youth and adolescents at Haidakhan and the larger Himalayas. That's the larger goal. First at Haidakhan and then move on to other places
I've got
slowly and
shivers on my
gradually.
body as you say it. I'm just very inspired.
Yeah, there is disturbance. Yeah. I was saying skilling and mentoring of youth, rural youth and adolescents at Haidakhan and larger Himalayan region.
Oh
The
no,
entire
sorry. I
Himalayan
was saying
region.
I feel shivers on my body because what you're saying is so beautiful. Your
Okay,
work
okay.
is
She is
inspiring.
much inspired. We are much inspired.
So, okay, yeah. So grassroots leaders, developing grassroots leaders, especially women, because what I feel is uh,
Wow.
a society where the woman is empowered, the society is empowered. That is something very important
Wow,
because
this is
most
very
of
much
these
what
women,
Francis and William were promoting. Mm.
yeah, and it's not easy because I tell you, after they were appointed, they already have started facing lot of, uh, lot of what to say, comments, lot of wrong, yeah, messages coming in for them from the community itself. So yeah, they're facing all that. Yeah, they've started facing that. So yeah, I knew that that will happen. Yeah, I told them to be courageous and brave, else they can't work. So luckily, the girls are in fact quite brave because they said, "Ma'am, we don't care. Let them talk whatever they want to say. We will just we won't care about whatever they say because we're going to work for this work. I mean, for this mission, for this cause." So they are very excited about the work. They said, who gave this opportunity was never there for us, so it's a golden opportunity, we won't miss this. So and the next thing is educational initiative in the primary schools, improving the quality of education for the primary school, mainly the primary schools, because there is high dropout rate at the secondary school, like beyond 6th and 7th. So because the foundational level is so weak, that needs to be enhanced. So we need to work at the primary level. That is the first focus. Then the other thing is just a moment. Yeah, skilling and livelihood for rural women, skilling livelihood, which is home based, because majority of them are engaged in agricultural activities. So for them, it's a very difficult task to go out of their village and spend so much on traveling, and the entire day goes off when they are traveling outside Haidakhan for for work, especially for work or something. And in fact, nobody allows them to go out. That is, you must be knowing how's the condition. So so it's like a home based activity at the moment. So mainly because of the tough life of the mountains, so we don't want them to spend the day on traveling and spending so much for work, going and coming back and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
besides
it's like two
agriculture,
hours.
yeah, so it saves a lot of time, so they can also earn additional income through this stitching project. So the other key area, focus area is green schools or eco-friendly practices. So like we have started making recycled bags of fabric waste. So we had a huge donation campaign, like but we managed to get 200 kgs from just two households. Can you imagine? 200, almost 200 kgs from two households, two to three households of fabric, just clothes, old clothes that are already, discarded. So we are using those clothes for making bags and accessories. So, so it's a zero waste approach, eco-friendly approach. So with everything, even whether it's with fabric, whether it's with schools, because around 2000 schools are closed down in Uttarakhand because of migration and many other reasons.
We can't hear you, Francis.
Maybe we will just continue next week. Is that a good idea?
Yes, good idea.
Because we are here from 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I was now 1 hour late, but I'm happy I joined.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And from where is he speaking? From
I think
Paramita.
she hooked off maybe because she's walking and she went away from the Wi-Fi connection. So I would like to finish maybe here. We'll connect with her on LinkedIn, that we invite her next week, same time.
I think she's in Haidakhan, William.
Yes,
Haidakhan.
that's what I think. It's a extremely nice story, I must say, of Babaji guiding a person to do beautiful, good work in the Himalayas, in the foothills of the Himalayas, and I'll be happy to hear the continuation of this story next time. This is a live book of Babaji's devotees. We should find more of this kind of speakers and to join us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm smitten.
Yeah.
I've been there and I didn't know a project like this is going on.
You can't know everything. Babaji continuously has all kinds of projects. In Raniket, he has established a whole hospital. You know, there's one Ayurvedic hospital, but a second hospital is meant for the locals to upgrade their health and to contribute to their health, and also with services to go to the villages and help them with their health problems. Just with teams of doctors also from other areas of India, you know, as volunteership. It's also it's a charitable hospital. In fact, it's all very beautiful how it is done.
Okay.
William, we can't hear you anymore.
No?
Now we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I disappeared. I saw myself disappearing.
Yeah, me too. I got you back. So maybe we finish here on this today's edition of the.
Yeah. Next time it's from Holland.
Next time from Holland, yes.